welcome back to another video. And I draw my cube. Okay, so today we're going to make a cube in Desmos. We're making a cube renderer in Desmos. And this might be weird because some people are going to be like, how in the world would you render something that's 3D on a 2D screen? Well, that's something that we need to use for perspective. So what could we do here? So first we need to create some variables. We need to create some we need to create a variable here. X would be 0 for default, Y would be 0 for default, and then Z will be negative 0.25, so we actually get some distance away from the screen, so it's not like too close. Well, actually not 0.25, 0.5. Makes it easier to see the points. And then this need to go up top. It's a bit laggy right now. That should be fine. So our points right here, we're just going to have to make something here. So we're going to make a variable called FL. We forgot the thing. There you go. FL, and you can't just put it like that. So we're actually going to make like a list set. So I'm going to have to get a fraction here for this to work. So negative 1 plus x, we're going to do plus x divided by z. And this is just only 1 point. So for the y, we need to do similar, just do a fraction. Gonna go negative 1 plus y divided by z. Okay, just save those in. Okay, so now we can just copy these values. I'm gonna copy these values and then paste them in here. So we're gonna go forward. Okay, unfortunately it doesn't let you see the point. That's because we actually set them to just to be a different integer here, something. I mean, just okay. I don't know what happened. I mean, this didn't happen before to where it just does this, but oh, wait a second. I did it wrong. Wait, there should be a parenthesis there? Okay, oops. Actually, I took the parenthesis off. Okay. I meant to do this. There we go. Maybe we'll paste a parenthesis. Yeah, there we go. And we need like a 1 here. Okay, so now we got the points to work. I did the fraction wrong. Okay, there we go. And we just need to move the point over here. And it's better to just copy and paste, you know, than just manually drag it. Yeah. It's okay, so you can barely see it. It's just the camera's kind of in the way. There it goes, right here. And I like how it's just perfectly lined up with the 2, negative 2 and all that. Lines up with the 2. Now this one's going to be a bit tricky, so we're going to have to just paste. Okay, don't mention why I did that. This need to be z minus 0.2, and do it here too, minus 0.2. You can see the points will go behind that part of the cube. Gonna copy this expression, so we're going to just paste this here, and we only need to change the negative symbols. We only need to remove the minuses in the certain spots. And then the last one, move this one out of the way. There we go. So now we got our cube. So when we move X, you can, it's laggy right now, that's fine. You can see that it moves the cube where we go. And I'm not changing Z right now. Okay. When you change Z, it just absolutely destroys the cube. Yeah. So let me just fix my hair. It just keeps messing around. Yeah. So, okay, actually before we do something here, we're actually going to just add a folder here. Folder. Drag this to the top. Say render and wait, did I misspell render? Okay, I don't know. I guess render. See, renderer. Is that even a word? It doesn't even count as a word. Okay, what about this? We'll just go type in. What am I doing? 3D math. Okay, there you go. I just type a hash symbol. And we're just gonna drag these into the folders. Just drag these into the folders. There we go. Close the folder. So using folders sorts things a lot better. Now we're gonna make a folder called polygons, because we're going to be using polygons. I didn't mean to. Okay, there we go. So now I messed up. Okay, there we go. So I should have. Do I have polygon in here? Okay, nope. I guess I completely disabled the polygon. Okay, polygon. And we want to use our FL. Use our FL, but not like that. I keep I keep missing the key. Okay, what am I clicking? What to do? Phase 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you can see it actually works. So we're going to copy that. Gonna make this one red. Also remove the lines. I just want the solid. I just want a cube with no lines. Okay, need to actually connect it inside of the folder. And we just need okay, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And this face is gonna be orange. And this one has to go before the red does, otherwise it will just ruin the texture. So I'm not sure if it changes the way it looks at all. Oh yeah, it does. Oh, for sure it does. You don't want to have an overlapping polygon, and I actually took it out of the folder. There we go. So we need a polygon on the left and green. Wait, green is actually perfect. No, it's not. Wait, hold on. I want this one to be on the left, so gonna go 2, 4, no 2, 3, 2, 3, 7, 5. No, not 5, 7, 8 or something. I forgot which one I connected it to. Oh, it's just 7, 6. Okay, there we go. Okay, and remove the line. And this one has to render before the red does. And then polygon, this one has to be on the right, so it'd be like 2, 4, not 2, 4, 1. Is it 2, 3? no, we already did that. It's 1 4. Okay, 1 4 8 7. No, not 8 7. 8 5 8 5. Okay, 2. Okay, well, not 2. Blue. Why does it say 2? Yeah. And we have to render the top and bottom faces before the left and right faces so that it doesn't look weird, because we're not really going up and down as much. We're just moving left or right. We're not really going up or down. It's just we're moving left or right and forward and back. So polygon, and that's a dark one instead of 1 2 3 4. 1 2 7. No, 1 2 5 6 6 5. Okay, we'll just keep that there for now because we don't really have the other colors that we need right now. And then the last polygon, which would be 3 4 8 7, and that one's, we got that one first try. Okay, I'm gonna have to select it purple for right now before we do the other stuff. And then we can just go here. Gonna go -99, and we're just gonna have to use something like this, and then gonna put the X to, gonna max it at 99. There we go. And this one stays blue for right now. We'll make, gonna remove the lines here, fill it to too dark, so it does look very dark. We don't want it that dark. Gonna focus on the background color, so C1 will equal to the RGB. This would be 60 120 256. Not 60, 80. Yeah, 80. Try 160. I think 160 might be good. And we're going to close this bracket up. So now we're going to change this one to our new color. There we go. So now we need to change the top and bottom colors. This needs to be in our thing. This needs to be in our folder. Okay, so this one is going to be C2 equals the RGB values of 255. Wait, this one should be just 255. There you go. 255, 255, Zato. This one should be yellow. So there we go. A yellow here. And the purple one becomes yellow. There we go. And then we need to go C3. Yeah, C3 equals the RGB value of 255, 255, 255. And that's white. There we go. So we got the white one. So we're going to change the black one for the white one. There we go. And now we're going to use some special type of, we're going to use something that will help us move around the cube. Yeah. So to make this work, first we need to use something here. We need to find a variable that will allow us to move. So I'm just going to go M underscore OVE. That means move. And then the move would equals our coordinates X and then Z times 4, Z times 4. And you'll see it puts a dot here. And there's a reason why we use this. And it doesn't really matter what color. It doesn't matter what color these are. So we're gonna try. Gonna scale it up to 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So you can't go too high, but we're gonna have to set this to 0. There we go. And there we go. So we're just going to test this grip, and there we go. Now you can move. It's kind of hard to see the color, kind of hard to see the blue on the left and right because it's like so similar to each other. And we couldn't fix this problem, the fact that you can go in the cube, but still looks good. You can't you can't really tell there's an orange back there. Yeah. Now I wish we could fix the fact that it just does that, but we couldn't yet. But this is a 3D cube on Desmos, and I could show you my project, the one that I made, and I use a darker shade of blue for this one. But it's the same exact thing. There we go. Now, I kind of spent too long doing this one. The coordinates, we can just leave the coordinates alone here. This is what we use here. We do Z times 4. I used the S variable for this one. I don't know why I did. Okay. And this is the same equation that I started with. So you can't just turn this off because you're going to disable the movement entirely. Yeah. So there we go. 3D cube on Desmos. Man, where did my Rubik's Cube go? I totally put up the Rubik's Cube. He just dropped the cube again. Like, really? Yeah. And this is the Rubik's Cube. Hey, sperm. Yeah, kind of hard to turn it since it's just a regular Rubik's Cube. Yeah, but this is a cube. Now, I wish I could just render the lines on here, like render the lines on it to make it more like a Rubik's Cube. That would be so cool. We might do this in another video or a different time. So, yeah. I hope you enjoyed this video. Smash the like button, press the subscribe button, press the bell to get notifications, and I will see you next time. Bye.